Hey guys, it's JongLi here, and I'm bringing you another Rome Total War Online multiplayer battle. This time it's a 2 versus 2, 31k rules battle. I'm playing as the Brutii Romans. My ally, Imperator from the Honor Before Glory clan, is playing as the Julii Romans. Our opponents are Axilius from the Brotherhood clan, playing as the Senate Romans, and Quagliarella, Quagliarella, playing as the Scipii Romans. We'll just call him Quag because I can't pronounce his name. So, Axilius has brought 2 Archer Auxilia gold, which means he's brought about 12 urban cohorts, probably gold, and he's brought 6 Praetorian Cav, and I suspect they have some chevrons. Quag has brought a standard build. He's brought 14 urban cohorts and 6 Praetorian Cav, gold, and 2 chevrons. Imperator's brought a standard build as well, so 6 Praetorian Cav, 14 urban cohorts, gold. And I've brought a fairly standard build as well. I've brought 5 Praetorian Cav, 1 Legionary first cohort, and 14 urbans, gold. So at the start, once I saw that Axilius had 2 Archer Auxilia, I knew that I had 3 more urbans than him, and 1 less cav than him. So I decided to push on Axilius, because I did have the infantry advantage. And the less he gets to use his archers, the better. As you can see, Imperator's got his 2 wings, and 3 cav on each wing. Quag is, I think, forming up to match him, so he doesn't get outflanked. So as you can see here, Axilius has put his 6 Praetorian Cav on his left flank, and this is to protect his archers as well as provide a threat there. I bring these 2 urbans around because I know he's got these 2 archers here, which means he has 2 less urbans. So I bring these 2 urbans around to kind of push back his cavalry. I'm also bringing these cavalry units around to provide a threat on this right flank. As you can see, Quag is doing a good job of supporting here. He's bringing his cav to the middle. So it's very difficult for a rush on Axilius. So the Pillar Wars started a little bit. I've got these units here. Looks like Axilius has pulled back his cavalry and he's folded in this wing. I've pushed forward with my infantry, and one of my peeler screens is routed. Over here, Imperator's not doing much. I think he's moving these 3 cav over, probably hoping to support me with that. He's got 3 cav here, and he's got a really small stalling force over here, and Quag has pretty much his whole urban army over here. So Axilius is clearly being pressured. One of my urban cohorts has come back. So over here, one of his urbans has engaged one of my urbans, and Axilius goes for a small charge on that unit. I decide not to do anything about it, but I do move these two urbans up behind them to support them in the event he tries another charge. Over here, I move this unit of urban cohorts up and put them into Tetsudo, so these two urbans can't throw any peeler into my guys. Axilius is pushing quite hard on this unit of urbans. He's got, I think, 3 or 4 units pressing here, and now he's putting his cavalry in as well. So, seeing all this pressure, I decide to put 2 cavalry units in as well. Over here, Imperator has engaged Quag's infantry on the right, and he's also fighting his cavalry. His lines are spread quite thin, so he does need to provide support, but he also can't leave this too empty, otherwise Quag will be able to push through this center. So over here, I'm still kind of cycle charging these couple of units, hoping to get a rout. And over here, Quag's cav and Imperator's cav are facing off, and it does look like Quag has the better end of the stick because he's got more cavalry there and more infantry in the general area, and it seems like he's decided to push. So Imperator has to peel off urbans from this side to go and support. Over here, I'm trying to wrap this flank up as quickly as possible, but Axilius is making that very hard for me, and he's also seen this conflict over here, and he's moving his cavalry over there to support. It's really difficult for me to get there in time, so I have to quickly run my infantry over as well, and try and minimize the damage that Axilius is about to cause. Luckily, Imperator is able to retreat his cavalry in time, and I go for a cav strike on these urbans over here, and I've also rushed my main urban force over. I still have about half my urbans over here fighting off half of Axilius's urbans. As you can see, Imperator's general has routed, so that was a bit of a blow to his morale. And also, Quag has managed to catch his cav. I've still got my cavalry, but the enemy definitely has the cavalry advantage at this point. So I'm still rushing my men over. Axilius is trying to stop me, I guess. And I've got all these Tetsudo units here and some urbans here that I need to rush over as well. So I'm still going for these charges, and I've managed to rout quite a few of Axilius' men. But Quag is quick to regroup his men and support Axilius. Imperator's down to maybe a few units left. So it's really down to my infantry and what I can do with my cavalry. I go for a charge over here, hoping to rout some of his urbans, but Axilius comes in with a counter, but it seems like their morale was a bit low, so some of them rout. Imperator tries to make use of his remaining cav unit here and attempts to get a cav strike here, and his general has also come back, but the general's still dead, so the morale penalty is still there. My guys are in a bit of a blob here, and I'm rushing more people over. Axilius seems to have encircled me, but I do have guys behind him. I've also got this Tetsudo here, a couple of units here. Axilius has his archer auxilia behind my men, so he's shooting into the backs, which is really effective. I still have a few units of really depleted cav. This one's down to 3, 4, 2. so the number of cav I have left is quite low. My general unit is still hanging on. Also my legionary first cohort is still there, so the morale of my men is okay. Here I'm rushing these two units over. Imperator's putting his remaining urbans that have come back from routing quickly into the fray. I've managed to rout some of Quag's cavalry. He's still got a bit left, and I've also managed to maneuver my men to encircle Quag's men with a bit of help from Imperator. Axelius still has his general, and he does have men mixed in. I'm rushing this fresh unit of urbans over to help. Axelius general finally routs. My general and legionary first cohort are still alive, which is good news. And Imperator and I have no cavalry left. Quag's got 3 units of cavalry left. Axelius still has archer auxilia left. But we have managed to successfully envelop and mass rout Quag's infantry, so it was a really close call. It definitely could have gone either way with all those cav charges, and yeah, it was really down to the positioning of the infantry in the end, and the way how they ended up being able to surround Quag's men. So the battle is pretty much won. They've only got a few depleted units of cavalry left and 2 archers, which can't do much. I'll just fast forward this part. I've got about 8 units of urbans left. I've got about 8 urban units left, mostly depleted, but it's more than enough to handle these couple of archers. And Imperator's still got 2 units of urbans left as well. So it was a close victory. Very well played to all the people who participated. As you can see, my Praetorian cav actually got fairly decent kills, and definitely my infantry made a big difference there, so some of them getting over 100 kills. Well played to everybody, and we did have a rematch after this, so I'll put that up as well.